Hi guys, my name is Vishal Badane. So welcome to my YouTube channel. We learn a Java full course. In that today we will discuss about the abstract class and the interface in Java. Okay. So firstly, what is abstract class? The abstract class it contains a keyword of abstract which is used before a class name, and yeah, this is called as an abstract class. Okay. In this abstract class, it does not contain it can't create an object of abstract class because it is not supported to the Java. Okay, so in that abstract class it may have or may not be have the abstract methods. Okay, in that it can have to be the abstract and non-abstract methods. Okay, so the I already said we can't create the object of abstract class. So there is another method of the we create object. Suppose we create a abstract class and next class is create a new class, that is subclass. So by using subclass we extend the abstract class and we create a object of a subclass and to using a the using the reference variable of abstract class. Okay, so this is actually method and to implement the abstract class as well as by using the subclasses. Okay, so in that there is some syntax of the abstract class. So firstly we wrote a abstract by using abstract keyword class A, and in that there is a methods, some methods. The next one is a class. Suppose we create a abstract class animal. The next one is a subclass is the class dog. Okay, it is considered a dog. Okay, so we implement the abstract class by using the two objects. Okay, etc. So we can't create object. Okay, so in that we to the help of class dog to extend the abstract class, that is animal, and we use a abstract class reference variable and to create the object of dog class. Okay, so this is actually method of implementing in the Java. So in a class partial implementation, then it must be to use partial implementation methods, then it must be use the abstract class or methods. Okay, so suppose we consider we create a class of abstract. Okay, so in that there is a method of abstract method. Okay, so it must the we inside the method of abstract then must be create a class as an abstract. Okay, so this is actually compulsory in the Java. Okay, when we create an abstract method, then it is compulsory to abstract class. Okay, so then another is next is it is not compulsory actually. When we create a class of class and in that method, and then method is the, there is nothing, totally empty. So we create as our wish to create this class abstract class, because there is nothing in that method, we can't do output there. So that's why our choice to make a abstract class. But in that it is a compulsory, because the method is actually abstract, then it is compulsory to create a abstract class. Okay, then implement to all these things. So this is actually in the Java program how to syntax actually in that there. So the when we create a whole method, suppose we create a one class, that is a abstract animal class. So in that there is two methods. One is a class of dog, this is animal type of, and the another method is a the class is suppose a tiger. So in that we the dog class which is actually extend to the animal, and also the tiger class is to extend to the animal abstract class. Okay, so in that actually the action is same but implementation which is different. Okay, it means the class actually we consider animal abstract class, and also the tiger is considered to the animal class. So in that same action, one of the same action, this is actually animal, and the different are implementations. Okay, so this is actually overall the abstract class in the Java. Okay, I hope all of you are understand. So the next one is the interface. Interface. So what is interface? The interface actually it is a blueprint of a class. It means it's just like a class. you know, all of you know the class how to create, but just like the interface which is created, okay, same like as a class, okay. So which is contains the only the abstract methods. It does not contain any other methods, which is only the compulsory the abstract method automatically by default created, okay. So if you suppose to achieve the interface in Java, to use actually to use the interface in Java, so in Java there is some keywords actually to provided, that is the implements. So which is called we implements. By using implements keywords, we actually to access the interfaces, all the above interfaces whenever we require. So so in that interface actually interface actually the methods are by default abstract and public, okay. So method are in that interface there is a abstract and the public are by default, and the in that interface actually the variables also the by default as a public, static and the final, okay. What is the public, static and the final, we'll discuss in that video later. So firstly to know the in interface there is a variables are the by default the public, static and the final, okay, in that Java. So this is actually I said a method and the variable. So again the method which is actually in interface there is a overridden the method, okay. So in the overridden the method which is by using the classes, okay. So there is actually the interface is mainly used for the, this is actually the it means the interface actually which is used for the practical for it in that it deals with the clients and the developer. It means which is mainly used for the interface is actually to deals with the clients and developer, what we need a client actually and what we said the client to the developer. So in that interface there is 100% to said by a developer. Suppose we create a software, suppose like one client and he said to developer I need a software and to create a software. So by using this client to provide all these things to a developer, we want to this this is actually, and a developer which is only the listening, and then after the layers a few days later we created that like software which is required for a client. So in that there is 100% of client and to make a by using a developer. So this is in that main and the program. Suppose we developer will create a one interface in that two methods suppose, and these two methods are which in that interfaces, but after the next is all the data, all the methods which is actually to declare an upper side. So in that methods there is some information, all these things which is to user logics and develop all these things by using a developer. So before after the abstract, okay, after the outside the abstract and inside to all these things, okay. So all the classes and yeah all these things. So we create a one software. So the developer which is can't share the all this program and what which logic is used and which variables, all these things, okay. So program we can't share with the developer, okay. So I already said the what is the public and static final meaning by default actually variables by default the public, static and the final. So which is actually in that the client actually share the some like data, so which is will be I want to this created. So in that interface the client actually is to share the I want to this, so that time which is by default the to publicly and the final static which is declared because it's 100% by using a client. So that's why, okay. So yeah, so we create a suppose by using a developer software. So developer can't share the all this program all these things. to share the only the setup files. Okay, we can't share the source code and yeah, the source code which is converted into the setup files, and this setup files which is actually to share the client. Okay, and this setup file which is installed by the end of client, and by the end of client, and by using this setup files we run all the softwares. Okay, so yeah, this is actually do in the interface. It means we send a setup files. So it has only the developer which is actually show the functionality of the software. Okay, we can't share the source code and what is code which is using the variables, all these things. So to share only the setup files. Okay, so in that interface actually all these things. I hope all of you understand what I am saying, what I am explaining. So thank you for listening and thank you for watching my videos. Thank you so much.